Here's my smaller Grammostola pulchripes, the Choco Golden Knee male. Well, he was ready. Good for you. You just got tired of those worms and you wanted some crickets. Very cool. He's a handsome one. Alright, we'll move on. Next. Here's the lair of my Chilobrachys fimbriatus, the Indian violet. Saw it out and about yesterday looking for food, but maybe spooked. Maybe it's giving it a threat posture, who knows. Actually, that leg right there might be right there. Well, anyway, that's a no-go. Alright, well, we'll move on to the next one. Alive and well. This one's still quite big and may be in pre-molt. This is the Pterinopelma sazimai. Let's see, what was the Brazilian blue? Yeah, that's what it is. Doing just fine. Well, very fast for a New World tarantula. Alright, we'll move on. Next. Here's my rare appearance of my Cyriopagopus lividum, the cobalt blue female, and I was noticing how tiny her butt looked. And she usually eats. So I'm gonna go see if maybe she molted and she just never cast her molt out of her burrow. But that's kind of strange because she eats. Anyway, we'll give her some worms and fatten this girl up. I don't like how thin her butt looks. I hope she'll take it. I kind of spooked her when I was putting water in her dish. Oh, there we go. That girl. Let me get you another one. That's okay. You don't have to, you know, she's looking for her burrow. And there she goes. Let me go ahead and stick that in there too. I wanted to look in there to see if there was a molt because that just doesn't, you know, look right for her to be so thin like that. I mean, she normally eats really well, and I don't want to tear up her burrow to look for her, but, well, anyway, usually teas are good about casting their molts out of their burrow, but I don't want to mess with it. Well, those two worms will fatten her up for sure. So, you know, she's normally a good eater, so I don't know why she looks so skinny. Unless she molted and I just didn't realize it. It is true she looked a little bit bluer than I'm used to seeing, so maybe she did. Oh, anyway, but she was ready to eat. So, alright, glad you got to see her for a change. Alright, next. My larger female, Ephebopus murinus, the skeleton, is right at the entrance, but of course we can't really see that. So, let's see, maybe I can get her to come out. She should be very hungry after that molt. Surprised she hasn't taken it yet. Some movement she may have. Or is she giving it a... Nope, she got it. I'm sorry you can't really see that, but she did. Take my word for it. Alright, next. Here's my Grammostola rosea, the red color form of the Chilean rose. Got it a maimed cricket here. Doing really well. Got a big butt. Alright, we'll move on. Well, my Ephebopus uatuman, the emerald skeleton, had molted. The molt is somewhere in there, and there were just pieces of it up here. It was very crunchy, so I'm thinking that it is hardened up by now. Looked like it had even perhaps eaten some of its molt, and I think that's what it did. They sometimes do that to get some of their lost fluids back, because the molts do have fluids in them. So I am going to put a worm down in there, and I don't know if we're going to see a grab, but it's there. Should be very hungry, but yeah, alive and well. I was able to barely see it, and I don't want to ruin its burrow, because look how nice that looks. I'm just going to leave it like it is and hope to catch it in the open. Well, I think we got an attack. I saw like a flash of movement there. Sorry you didn't get to see it, but yep, alive and well. Alright, we'll move on. Here's my Brachypelma emilia. The Mexican, let's see, what was it, red leg? Is that right? I tell you, I get these. Yep, Mexican red leg. I'm going to give this one a maimed cricket, and hopefully this one will eat. That's doing really well. Alright, we'll move on. The Iridopelma hirsutum, the red tree spider, just right there. I'm going to see if I can stick a cricket in there and get it to come out and say hello. There you go. He went down a little bit. Look at that. You want to see what they're like? Look at that. Chelicerae spread wide open. That's what they do. They are some of the most defensive arboreals out there. They are no joke. Oh my goodness. Hey, where'd that dumb cricket go? He ain't too dumb. He's hiding from me. Alright, let's see. Now, channel all your anger into that cricket right there. She didn't want it. She's mad. She's too mad. She'll eat it later, though, I guarantee it. Angry beast. Isn't she gorgeous, though? He or she. Alright, alright. Get the cricket yourself. See if I try to help you next time. Alright, next. I had the perfect view of the Avicularia minatrix, the Venezuelan red stripe, but this one got chicken and went and hid. So I'm going to see if it's going to get a cricket. I might be too spooked. Oh, is it going after it? I don't know if it got it. There's a spider down there. Can't tell. No, I never did because the cricket's hanging from the web right there. Well, that's perfect because the spider can easily get it. Oh well, no attack from this one, but doing just fine. Oh, there we go, there we go. Here's a pretty good view. Look at that abdomen there. Isn't that gorgeous? Man. I put a few water droplets up there at the top. Take a drink. Alright, we'll let this one go as an update. Next. Here's my freshly molted Psalmopoeus pulcher, the Panama Blonde. This one should have hardened up by now because I looked at the fangs and they looked black. So I'm going to go ahead and put a small cricket in there. Where's it? Right there. And that should be just fine. Let's see. Well, there's the cricket right there. But yeah, it'll be just fine there. We'll give it a little bit of a drink. Again. But yeah, it's beautiful. Alright, we'll let this one go as an update too. Alright, next. This is my smaller male, Brachypelma albopilosum, the Honduran curly hair. I'm going to leave this one in as an update too. I think this one denied food last time. I'm not 100% sure on that. But the abdomen is very large, so I'm just going to leave this one in as an update too. Doing just fine. Who knows, maybe in pre-molt also, but it will be a while. Alright, we'll move on. As soon as I raised the lid, she cocked her abdomen up like a cannon. She's ready to shoot those hairs at me. Yeah, aren't you, girl? This is my smallest of the three Theraphosa stirmi that I have. Burgundy Goliath bird eater. Yep, she's the baby of the three that I have. Let's see. She may want some crickets this time. Yeah, I would say she does. Let's see. I'll grab some more for you, hon. Here, have another. There you go. Those are big ones, too. And she's doing fabulous. Yep. Off into the sunset. Alright. I'll top off her water dish and we'll move on. Next. My Ephebopus cyanognathus, the blue fang, is nowhere to be seen. I tried touching the entrance to the burrow with the paintbrush and it didn't come out like a jack-in-the-box. I hope it's okay. I certainly don't want to cause a collapse with the burrow to look for it right now, so I'm just going to leave a cricket in there and hope that it gets it. It looked like it was freshly molted when I got it, and I haven't had it very long, so I'm not worried about that. But I'm going to check on it and see if the cricket had been taken, and hopefully so. Hope we don't have another death here. I hope it's okay. But anyway, that's what I'll do. I'll just put a little cricket in there and see what goes on with that. Alright, just an update on that, and I'll let you know if I find out anything else. Alright, next. Here's my adventurous Euathlus species green, a green femur, doing just fine. Always on the go. Let's see if she'd like a cricket. Yep, she would. I'm gonna give her another one. Let's see. Another one. It's laying right there for you. Isn't that funny? This is one of the few tarantulas that I've observed that likes to roam around. Most of them that I have observed don't move around too much. So if you feel like you must get a large enclosure for your tarantula, I think a Euathlus may actually be the genus for you, because they like to move around a lot. Aw, so gentle. He or she is, I think it's a suspect female. Very sweet. Skittish, but sweet. Alright. Well, we'll let her eat. She's a stunner. In the right lighting, you could see the green femurs really show. Alright. Moving on. Here's my Huntsman spider. The only true spider in my collection. This is the one named after the singer-actor David Bowie. Let's see if I could get a cricket out. Trying to keep an eye on the spider at the same time. Let's see if we could actually get an attack on camera for a change. I'm usually too leery of doing that because when they get spooked, they're gone. It's like a blur, a streak. They put all of my old worlds to shame when it comes to speed. I'm glad it was slow that time. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to need a free hand. Success. Didn't want to attack the cricket on camera, but it actually went back into its enclosure without any problem. So, made my heart beat pretty fast, but thankfully it was not spooked too much and didn't just completely disappear. But doing just fine. Alright, we'll move on. I got 2 tarantulas left. Well, looky who we have here in the open. This is Large Marge, my largest Theraphosa stirmi, burgundy Goliath bird eater. She's back to her old self again and is all over the place now, including on the 2nd floor. I assume she could be looking for food. And she's grooming. Hope I don't interrupt them. Yeah, I don't think she's complaining that I interrupted her grooming mood. Oh, yeah, I knew it. I knew that because she was out and about that she was probably looking for food. Oh, yeah. 3 good worms for you. Oh, yeah. I'll give you one more since one of those worms was kind of puny. And you're not a puny tea. Oh, yeah. I'm so glad you get to see Large Marge in all her full glory again. She's been hiding way too long. Well, there you go, sweetheart. Isn't she beautiful? I love the tea stirmies. Oh, yeah. And Again, that kind of gives you a size comparison, a little bit of the tank. Just a, is that what, 10-gallon tank? She's not even full grown either. She's about 7 inches, I think. 7.5, something like that. So she's got some more growing to do. But she's the largest tarantula in my collection right now. She is a stunner. Let me cover these worms up here where they decide to crawl out. Let me top off her water dish too while we're here. Let's go on the other side here. There she is. You don't mind if we stare, do you? She's gorgeous. Alright, sweet. Alright, well, I'm going to add a little more humidity to her enclosure aside from the full water dish, since I like it on the damp side. And we'll move on to our final tarantula. And here is my final tarantula. This is my medium-sized Theraphosa stirmi, burgundy gullet bird eater. Alright, I'm going to give this one a whole bunch of crickets that I need to kill off. I caught it in mid-web. Whole bunch of these crickets here. Okay. Oh. Whole bunch here. Oh, okay, well, I guess that's all she wants. I'll leave it in there then. She did grab some, didn't she? Oh, it's almost thought she did. Her abdomen's not fully dark yet. Did she get one? Oh yeah, well, she's getting some of them anyway. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, she's getting them. Alright. Well, her butt's big enough, so we'll get her some crickets. That's good enough. She's got some in there she hasn't even captured yet, so. But, there we go. There's the conclusion of our feeding video, guys. Thanks for hanging with me. Got a lot of mouths to feed now. Had one death, and everything else good. Had a couple of molts, so all is good. Alright, stay tuned for the December Shoutout video. That will be the next thing I'll post. Alright guys, as always, thanks for leaving such kind comments and giving me likes and watching my videos. Greatly appreciate it. Alright, take care guys. God bless.